Democrats didn't just vote against condemning violence. They voted against honoring Charlie Kirk's life and legacy.
Also on the House floor this morning, the House voted on a resolution honoring Charlie Kirk. A bunch of Democrats voted against it. What is in this resolution? Well, let's hear from House Speaker Mike Johnson.
And we called out political violence in America. In fact, I want to read with you the final line of this resolution because I think it's something that the American people are eager to hear. It says this, quote, "The House of Representatives calls upon all Americans to reject political violence, recommit to respectful debate, uphold American values, and respect one another as fellow Americans." Sadly, a number of Democrats could not bring themselves to vote for that.
58 Democrats, in fact, voted against that condemnation of political violence. Another 38 voted present. Remember that when someone says, you know, both sides should work to turn down the temperature. In fact, just listen to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez slandering our friend Charlie Kirk on the House floor this morning.
The majority proceeded with a resolution that brings great pain to the millions of Americans who endured segregation, Jim Crow, and the legacy of bigotry today. We should be clear about who Charlie Kirk was. A man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the right to vote was a mistake, who after the violent attack on Paul Pelosi claimed that, quote, some amazing patriot, unquote, should bail out his brutal assailant, and accused Jews of controlling, quote, not just the colleges, it's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it, unquote. His rhetoric and beliefs were ignorant, uneducated, and sought to disenfranchise millions of Americans, far from the working, quote, working tirelessly to promote unity, unquote, asserted by the majority in this resolution.
Here's House Majority Leader Steve Scalise responding to that sentiment.
Yeah, it's a shame that that's where their party has moved. It's not where America is. I mean, my gosh, we've seen such an outpouring of love for Charlie, what he represented, the idea that we should be able to debate freely even when we disagree and do it in a civil way. And that's what Charlie did, and it's what he represented. It's why you're seeing millions of people that maybe never heard of him thinking about things differently. But, you know, what happened on the House floor, those members who voted no, I thought it was disgraceful. I mean, just paying tribute, paying honor to his life that was taken away by an assassin. You know, that's something they've got to answer, not me.
Democrats not exactly covering themselves in glory today in the U.S. House of Representatives.
So I've mentioned in other videos that I thought about playing some of the clips of idiots celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, but I mentioned I just decided not to, so I couldn't even sit through them. And I was pleasantly surprised to see a lot of you thank me for not showing that garbage. So just to be clear, I'm not playing this clip of AOC for shock value or to get anybody worked up. I'm showing it because this isn't some random activist on Twitter. This is a sitting member of Congress. This is your government. Democrats didn't just vote against condemning violence. They voted against honoring Charlie Kirk's life and legacy. You know, that's what Scott was pointing out, and that's the whole message of this video. But it just shows how far their hatred goes.